Okay, hi, good evening, everyone. We are from LAX2049, Group 18. I have got news. Today, my name is Tibanath, and my matrix number is 196471.
Hello, my name is Mama Hakimi Biadanan. My matric number is 18883 and my course is Agriculture Science.
Hi everyone, my name is Muhammad Arif bin Johari and my matric number is 198399.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. My name is Muhammad Karul Ikwan bin Corona Sarudin and my matric number is 198678. I from Faculty of Agriculture.
Good evening everyone. My name is Mio Muhammad Hafiz bin Abdul Rauf with matric number 198464. I am also a student of Agriculture Science from Agriculture Faculty.
Hi everyone, I'm Felicia Arul Selvan, matric number 199768.
Okay, everyone. Thank you for your introduction. Okay, from last week, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Sorry to burn. Okay, my name is Muhammad bin Hafiz bin Nizam. You guys can call me Daniel. I am a third year student of Bachelor of Agricultural Science and I'm from Faculty of Agriculture.
Okay, is everyone done?
I know. My name is Muhammad Iman bin Azmi. My matric number is 199000. I'm also a third year student from Bachelor of Agricultural Science. Okay, you can proceed, Stephen.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, from last week, we actually discussed about 4 topics that we're going to present for the following week. And the first one that we're going to talk about today is about sports. So we'll be discussing about the sports news, what's the issues that are going on, and it can be from many varieties. Okay, I'll be presenting the first one, which is about the racism in football. All right, the racism in football has been started since the racism of people. Following the death of George Floyd, we all know who is George Floyd, the guy who got killed in the knee by a police officer, an African American guy. And due to that, most of the players in football, most of the ones in sports are taking knees before starting the game. So which shows that the support from each and every players, which also gives the opportunity for the people as well to show the support to the people who they have the phrase where Black Lives Matter. So it means that all lives are mattering in these sports and mostly in sports. And why it's happening in sports is because many people can be connected through sports. So this can be a very big platform to change the world about racial abuse. That's from me, guys.
Okay, it's quite an interesting title for our sport section. Is there anybody from us that want to share another news or can share screen about the news that they want to present? How about you, Daniel? You want to present?
Yes.
So I will make you as a host, Daniel, because my internet is not quite good. So I will make you as a host. Can you share the screen?
Yes. Okay, so guys, can you see what I share on the screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, what I'm about to share is an issue about doping. which is World 100-meter champion Christian Coleman will make next year's Tokyo Olympics after being banned for 2 years for breaching whereabouts rules, reported by Athletics Integrity Unit AIU said on Tuesday. For your information, dope, which is a drug, it is a drug that can contribute to enhance the athlete performance in sports. And this issue has been raised up by society because the society nowadays realize that the usage of doping is a form of cheating and unfairness. Also, it will make the athletes perform in a wrong way to contribute to the sports. I think that's all from me.
Thank you, Daniel, for your sharing. I think that's also a good sharing from you because I think that in our news, we must share the consequences or the dangers of drug for our reader to know the disadvantage or the cons of we taking a drug in our sport. So how about Arif? Did you have any suggestion or what do you think about Daniel's news that he shared?
So thank you, Amir, and also Daniel and Tiben for the suggestion of the news about the sports. So both of you, Daniel and Tiben, already give one of the example of the issue that is important in sport industry. But I also have one suggestion on the news that should we publish in our publication later. So before I start my sharing, can I share my screen? Can somebody give me as the host?
Amir, you a host now, kan?
Okay. Mama. Where is done?
Okay. So can you see the news on the screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
So as you guys can see, I would like to talk about the cyclists that have involved in accidents since past few years until the October of 2020. So from the past few years until the October of 2020, we can see that 137 cyclists were involved in the road accidents, and 56 of them were killed due to the accident. So I think the incident of the cyclists should be emphasized in our publication because some of Malaysian, they did not realize about the safety that should be concerned by them when they are exercising by using their bicycles. So I think this topic of news is quite interesting and important to be emphasized in our publication later. So I think that's all for my suggestion.
What a great idea, Arik, about the cycling sport. Because nowadays, during the MCO, we can see that many people are changing their lifestyle. So basically, most of them are cycling instead of jogging because they are following the trending in the media social right now, right? So I think that it is a great idea if we publish this issue to our publication.
Okay. For me, I think based on the news suggested before, I think Given and Arif's news are the most attract me to be chosen because I think Daniel's idea about doping news is quite cliche. I think the the news is already happened long way before, and I think people might be not really interested to read them because it is usually seen in the news. And Steven's idea about racism is a big issues. So I think it is also need to be emphasized. And also Arif's news. That's all from me.
For me, may I talk?
Yeah, sure.
For me, I prefer the first is about racist, and the second issue is about Arif issue, the cycling, because I think that both of the issue is hot nowadays, especially about racism. Actually, it's not only about racism but also religion. As we can see, it's happened not long ago about Ozil. As we know, Ozil, a Muslim and also a German player, but he is not a racist person. He tried to support the Uyghur people at the China, but he is kicked out from his club, and I think that he is banned from football. So as we can see, there's racism and religious is a very hot issue nowadays. And about cycling, actually nowadays many children is doing cycling without any precaution. I think that maybe they didn't get enough education from their parents. So if we publish about cycling at the newspaper, the parent will be more aware of the situation and will take care of their children better than before. That's my idea, I think.
Can I share my news about the sports too?
Yes, Felicia.
Yes.
Can you make me as a host?
Then.
So I came across this news about this Tokyo country that they bring up statue and mascots to celebrate that it's another 100 more days for the game to start. And from this, we can see that although they have faced a lot of challenges these few months, they still show how much strong and united they are. Beside that, fans from across from all over the world are eagerly waiting for the game too. And not to forget that the athletes are also athletes from all over the world are also making their final preparation to join this game. So in this 100 days more to go, the world will unite again in a sporting celebration. So this is my news that I have that I wanted to present about.
That's a very nice news, Felicia. I wanted to ask you something. Do you know who is Ozil?
You're asking me?
Do you know who is Ozil?
No.
Okay, no problem. He's a football player.
Okay, you ask me anything about football, I don't know.
Okay, thank you so much for the interesting topic about Olympics. So we do have four topics that should be considered, and then we only have to choose two topics. So we will go based on everyone's opinions and everyone's vote about which topic they want to present in our news. So we'll start with anybody.
Hello. Okay, for my opinion, I think the best article is from Tiban about the racist issue, and Arif about the cycling, because I think these two topic is very quiet. What we call it, hot. There is daily incident that occur in these two topic that Arif and Tiban share. For example, from Tiban, as Mio said before, because of the because Mesut Ozil that support a few people, so he is banned from previous club, which is Arsenal, and he retired from the national team. And then the latest issue is when Slavia Praha versus Arsenal. That player from Slavia Praha has been banned for 10 match because calling Rangers player as a monkey. So I think that we must share the news about the racial issues, because by this way we can educate people that racist is not good and racist is not for part of our life. And then for cycling, I think this is interesting because in Malaysia, the hobby of cycling is quite become a new hobby for society in Malaysia. So by this way, we can show or we can educate the people how to use a bicycle in a correct way when they in a highway or when they cycling, so they can avoid to get into an incident that can cost their life. So I think that's it from me. How about you, Ikwan?
May I?
Okay, sure.
Okay. So I'll go for Ari's topic and Tiban's topic. Coming to Ari's topic, it's very sensational and must be announced to the public. More about the safety of cyclists, and the government must take action about this news. For Tiban's topic, it's about racism and about that. So it's something that is not taught, but it's grown among the public. So this is the most. That is why most of the sports are gathering around gathering around stop the uh, racial abuse and racial comments. So that is why I choose Tiban's topic and Ari's topic. What about others?
Okay, can I give my opinion? So I also have the same opinion like Ame and Felicia, which is supporting the news and idea from Tiban and Arif. Like they mentioned before, like Ame mentioned before, for cycling, I think that the cyclists should be learned on how to know the safety during the playing the bicycle, because for example we must not following the truck in we must following the truck in a safe distance to avoid any incident happen. And for example, like Tiban, the racism in football, we also can be applied on our multiracial in Malaysia. And we must take the moral value from any sport and other sport, which is we must avoid any racism in order to make our multiracial in our Malaysia become more united. So there will be no any fight for us. That's all from me. So does anyone have any other opinion?
Can I add something? So after hear all four news that have been suggested just now, I think my news and also Tiba news is the best one because for the cycling news, it is important to be highlighted in our publication later because like I said before, most of the Malaysian did not, some of the Malaysian are not following the procedure that should be followed by them, such as wear a proper equipment for cycling, and also some of them are using the main road to cycle. And for Tiban's idea just now about the racism, I think it is important and interesting because racism can lead to the fighting of the people which is outside of the arena of the sports. So I think it should be avoided because it is not good and can cause injury to people. So I think that's my opinion. The best two news should be included in our publication later.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. Mr. Anyone who would like to add any of their suggestions?
No, no, I think I agree with Arif.
Okay, then we will finalize our today's meeting, which we chose about two topics that we're going to publicize later, which is about the racial comments and also about the cyclists that were killed. And so I think that's a wrap up for today. I guess I'll see you guys next week with another topic.
All right, thank you guys.
Okay, guys,
Thank you.
bye bye.
Thank you,
Have a nice
everyone.
day.
Have a nice
Bye.
day.